right to the wild card round. Remember, the playoffs are single elimination.
Wow, bro. I didn't win MVP. Man, they said our coach didn't do nothing. No, she got unplayed, yeah. I'm the record, yeah. Ah, gee. That's wide receiver. That's, dang. He got injured going the whole season. Daddy, I know. Already, alright. I know. Oh. Daddy, I know.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
What the? 38-3.
On the carry, it's Cook. Cook able to escape. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a run with Cook, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run the counter with Murray. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down. Now Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Cousins now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jenkins. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins got his man complete over the middle. That's Jenkins. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Throwing is Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 4.
Why didn't I jump?
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And out now come the Vikings. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish.
He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw again. Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. First down. Here's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Back to the ground, Cook. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open fields, sometimes...
What just happened?
And now out comes Minnesota. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, and now out comes Minnesota. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down, or if they just didn't protect the Sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. They run it again with Cook. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was, and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
Y'all really didn't go for it? In the divisional round, who we playing? Eagles.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anchored.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 75 yards. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left. He's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17.
Bro, what?
That's a 49-yard punt. 8, though, on the return. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your Greeks board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Cousins now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to... Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On second down, Cousins again. He's going to loft one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Final play of the half, Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. So okay, well. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. Look at the spin. Balance. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Cousins on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. This quarterback now over 300 yards down for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. first and 10. Cousins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to...
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Here's Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys. The Eagles send out their punter now. Time for a break. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Returnable here from the 38. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams.
I'm leaving you right there, dude. I'm leaving you. I'm leaving you to my I'm sorry. I'm leaving so quick. I'm gonna play with Brady or somebody, bro. I'm done. I'm leaving. You gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. I'm the best QB in the league. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. How I leave? How I leave? How I leave? Please, I don't want to be on this team no more. Oh, goodness. I got offers? Oh my god, I got offers. Look at this. I can go play with Lamar Jackson. I can go play with Drew. I can go play with Brady. I can go play with Mahomes. I can go play with Josh Allen. I can go play with Baker and Odell. I can go play with Dak. I can go play with Deshaun. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Well. Me and Devontae Adams, yes sir. Still, I thought I seen Stills. I got a squad over there. Where you at, nigga? It's on the Vikings, nigga. Let me find out. Uh, damn it, dog. Sliding up. Bend up. Riding up. I'm gonna make a new league. But you wanna see you play? You wanna see you? You wanna see how you gonna do by yourself? You wanna see how you gonna do yourself? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Boy, I wish I would go to the Cowboys. I'm sorry. Boy, if I'm in the Cowboys, bro. Bruh. Dak. Bruh. He really just did this to me. You wanna see how your player gonna play up? I'm in there for a while. He's on the mic for real. Should've got office most of the teams. Yep. He's right there. I'm in there for a while. Got the same QB though. That's tough, y'all. That is tough. Worst QB in the league. With the ease. Ooh. You probably is gonna be a good receiver though. You by yourself. Do we play all the season? What's the preseason? Okay, y'all play us.
Start the regular season by
We
selecting
gonna
your
destroy
season
y'all. We
goal.
got defense and everything. They better see any y'all. They gonna play play the Eagles though. Wow. With that, you got your receiver now. That's your receiver, man. I'm gonna do this. Better roster. I'm already yesterday. It's a current roster. What overall is that? Oh, y'all trying Dak. Dak is a 9th overall and 2K Man 20, bro. Y'all just tried that like that. I'm about to say, if you ain't a good receiver at the end of the year, if you ain't a good receiver, I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna play with that. That's gonna make my blood pressure go up. They hold his rating. I know he gonna be trash. Hey, we didn't play. Hey, if you ain't. Let me find out. Boy, what? You got a 1 legacy score? Wait, what? That doesn't even sound right. Wait, do you have a 1 legacy score? Are you kidding me? I go, y'all, but you had a terrible year. Wait. No, you didn't know what I'm talking about. You had a pretty good year. I'm talking about you had a terrible year. I had 1,000 yards again. One more reception. What the hell? What's on last night? I go yard. My ratings went down. Makes sense. I didn't get better. I got worse. Didn't get my name.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of
G-Wagon.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing, Prescott.
I'm not gonna do that like that. I'm not gonna do that like that. That's the right rating. Y'all trying to try that like that, man. Out of here, man. Change the teams, nigga. Alright, too good. Yeah, that's one of those. Brady ain't got no help. We play Ramsey over here. Golf ain't gonna do nothing for us. Brady do need some help. Let's play with Brady. Tall this time. Yeah, you are realistic this time. foot. Hold on, nigga. Too damn big. Weird. Alright. there. I'm about to end this mother, bro.